Alright guys, I'm going to try something kind of new tonight. I'm going to do a little bit of video blog for you on my computer. Because I want to try out my new mic. This microphone, you plug it into your USB port of your computer or your laptop or anything that has a USB on it. You can plug it into that. If your iPad has like maybe a USB connector, yeah, you have an external microphone. If your iPad has a lightning cord, you can use that Sennheiser mic that I use on my iPhone. But I'm using this mic tonight. I'm on staycation, having a beverage. I'm sorry if you can hear the fan in the back, but I'm not running the AC tonight because the central air gets really cold in my son's bedroom. He's got school tomorrow, so he's in there sleeping. I got the AC turned kind of up, the temperature up, so it's warmer in there, and got my fan going for me. What I'm going to address tonight is Aikido. I've mentioned a couple times or a few times that I'm trained in Aikido. For some reason I like to self-validate. I don't know why. I just like to brag. I don't know, I think. I guess that's what I'm doing. But no, I don't say I'm trained in. It just comes out sometimes. I don't even think. I just talking and it comes out. And, I just did a video to Redlands Post Office where I had this walrus-looking ass clown come up to me. And I mentioned that I'm not trained in Aikido. And I think some people misunderstood what I was saying. Now, for me, Aikido is not an offensive martial arts. It's not like MMA, or I'm going to go out there and kick someone's ass and throw you on the ground and beat your ass and kick you. And you know, if I wanted to be like Bruce Lee, I would have trained in Jeet Kune Do, Wing Chun style. Okay. If I wanted to be, you know, some type of, you know, karate martial artist, I would have studied, you know, Taekwondo or something. I didn't. I studied Aikido because I wanted to learn the art of self-defense. All the senseis that I've had, and maybe I choose my senseis, you know, as a theme, but all the senseis that I've had follow the spiritual path of Aikido, particularly my first sensei. And I'm talking to you about my first sensei because he taught me the bulk of my Aikido. And he was in Vietnam, and he learned in the Orient. He learned martial arts, different forms and different disciplines, but he really became an expert in Aikido. And he told me that Aikido is a self-defensive martial art so that you can avoid having to fight. You know, he was following that spiritual path of martial arts, and he said, I'm not here to fight. You know, he said, I don't learn martial arts to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to punch and kick people. He said, I want to avoid getting punched and kicked. He said, I want to avoid having to fight. He said, so I learned Aikido, and that's why he was teaching me Aikido, not so that I can punch and kick and wow, you know, no, it's so that I can avoid fighting. He taught me that it comes from the yin and yang. Yin and yang is, you know, that circle with the white symbol and the black symbol, and they're together. He had told me that those are two senseis that are fighting in a circle. And he said a circle because life is a circle. Everything is a circle. The earth is a circle. The moon is a circle. The sun is a circle. Everything is a circle. And he said, so you learn Aikido so that you can live in peace and harmony. And when someone disrupts that harmony, you have to avoid that person. In other words, when someone wants to fight you, you avoid fighting through Aikido. So I'll go into that in a second. I've been studying it since 96, 97, I think. Memory fails me, but for about 21, 22 years, I've been practicing Aikido. So I'm not some amateur novice guy. Again, I'm not saying I'm some black belt to go out there and kick someone's ass. I'm not there to kick anybody's ass. I'm there to keep them from kicking mine and punching on me. I am trained in it. I can avoid a punch. Again, because, I mean, look, I've been doing this for at least 21 years. Just repetitious, you know. And after you've done it for so long, it just becomes second nature. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second here. You know, we laugh a little sometimes at, like, Karate Kid when he says, wax on, wax off. You know, he's going, wax on, wax off, sandy floor, you know. Well, in reality, under the discipline of Aikido, it's kind of how it is. I mean, that's really, they were really onto something there, because everything is a circle. And so, and that's another reason I didn't film that guy's badge. I wish I had filmed his badge. I didn't get his badge recorded on my video. I wish I had. But the reason I didn't was because I was watching his face. I was looking, because this guy came right at me, and I was looking at his face, I was looking at his hands, and I was like, he throws a punch. And if he would have, I would have circled. Everything's a circle. And that's what my sensei taught me. So no, I don't say I'm trained in Aikido to say I'm like Bruce Lee or Sammy Hung or anything like that. No, I train in Aikido to keep people from punching me, keep people from landing a punch. You know, Sammy Hung said in an interview once, if you don't know Sammy Hung, go ahead and Google it, as a martial artist. But Sammy said that, you know, in our martial arts movies, 8 to 15 minutes they're fighting and jumping on rocks and kicking and jumping over into the grass. And he says, no, in real life, he says, after like 5 minutes, you're winded. You're like, we're done. You're both laying on the ground going, oh my God, man. You know, and that's what my sensei taught me, was that in Aikido, you use that other person's weight and that other person's leverage against them. You know, in other words, like if that walrus ass clown would have started throwing punches at me, you know, everything's a circle. You know, everything's a circle. You know, but not only do you move your hands, you move your feet to the side. You know, if you're standing like this, you move your feet in a circle. Your feet in a circle. I know I'm sitting down. I don't have a whole lot of room here to do it, but you move your feet in a circle. Left, right. And they throw the punches, they miss you, and they have to keep turning and looking for you and trying to fight you. And if you're fast enough, you just wait until they're winded and go, you're going to keep going, man, or what? You're out of cardio, aren't you? You know, you have bad cardio. I do a lot of treadmill at the gym. I get on the mat, and they have a little area for mats for the, what is it, your jazzercise people. Well, I go in that little room on the mat and I practice Aikido. I practice, you know, rolling forward, landing on my shoulder, coming up on my feet. I practice if they go to hit me, I just fall back, land on your shoulder blades, roll over under your feet and get up and go, what's up, man? So I do practice forward rolls. I practice falls and rear roll, back up on my feet. I practice all that stuff. So it's not like I'm just some badass martial arts, no. But I'm fast enough, quick enough, because of all the repetition. I mean, 21 years, that's a lot of freaking practicing. So I'm able to avoid being punched. I'm able to avoid being hit real hard. Like I said, I can fall back, get away from you and say, you can come here if you want, but you're going to get winded. And that's what I meant when I said I'm trained in Aikido. It's, you want to land a punch on me, you're going to have to be either really fast or have really good cardio. And very few people are. Even if you do hit me, mostly you're going to wear out. My hands will probably be bruised up, but little ice and I'm fine back in business. So that's what I mean when I say I'm trained in Aikido. You know, you can brag and say, well, I could probably kick your ass. Hey, you probably could if you can land a punch. But I'm going to be moving on you. I'm a mover and a shaker, you know. I'm trained in this. But there's also control holds. And if I ever get a control hold on you, well, you're screwed, because I know how to use those too. I know how to grab you by the wrist and have the other hand up here and then bend a little in the middle of your forearm. Yeah, if you don't think that works, it's been used on me in the dojo several times. It works. It'll bring a guy to his knees. The biggest guy, wrist here, both your hands, bend a little in the middle of his arm. You don't have to break his arm, just bend a little, and he's going to his knees. Another thing you can do is if you can get behind somebody, you jump and get them kind of put their head against your chest. Take your two fingers, shove it into their nose really fast. Grab your fingers with the other hand in the nose and then down into the teeth. That guy will bark like a seal, meow like a cat if you ask him to. That shit hurts. Try it on yourself. Take your fingers, put it against the nose right here, and then go up into your nose and down into your teeth as hard as you can, against your gums. Trust me, you're not going to do it for very long, and you're going to go, oh shit. I had to use that on a guy once, and he was like, God damn, because I used two fingers. That's something that they taught me, actually in the police academy. This guy who knows Taekwondo taught us that. Their other control hold is having the thumb right here and grab their hand. Okay, torque that wrist, baby. Torque that wrist. That guy will go wherever you want. You can walk him down the street and go, hey, look at this, my new dog. You know, I mean, you torque that wrist. If he can't get out of that, you can lead him wherever you want to go. So while you're throwing punches at me, watch out, because if I get a hold of your hand, or if I pull you around and get behind you, you're fucking done. So, no, I'm not a badass, but I am trained. I have practiced for 21 years. So you might get a few punches in. I might go home with a black eye. I might go home with a bloody nose, but I'm not going to go home with a total ass kicking. You're going to go home winded. And God forbid you get too winded, because then if I get a punch in, you know, but I don't want to. I'm not out there to kick anybody's ass. I'm out there to educate and inform people of their civil rights. I'm out there to expose bad behavior by public officials and law enforcement officers. And if you want to start swinging on me and fight me, well, go ahead. Good luck getting a punch in, because I'm fast. But the total sum of this long chat, hopefully you stayed with me for these 11 minutes. The total sum of this chat was just to let you guys know what I mean when I say I'm trained in Aikido. No, I'm not an ass kicker. No, I'm not a badass. I'm not Danny Trejo or Danny Glover. But some of you movie buffs will get that. But I am trained enough to where if you're going to start swinging on me, you better be quick, like really quick, because, you know, I'll be able to avoid those punches. I know how to move side to side. I know how to spin my feet around. I practice all the time. And you will get good at it too if you guys want to practice. Just Google Aikido and steps, and you can do your Tai Chi. That always helps. And so there you go. I was trying to think of something else. I don't know. I was late. Maybe I should drink some more beverage and relax. 12 minutes, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. News Now, Ukaipa. I just wanted to clarify a few things about my Aikido.